I think, see, the thing is, the world knows her as the superstar, but for me, she's mama.
Rapper with your brother.
Oh God, he is the annoying older sibling. No, it doesn't come like that everyone sort of just knows who you are. That doesn't happen.
Hello everyone, welcome back to ETimes Exclusive Catch Up with Stars. And today I have joining me Avantika Dassani, who's just debuted in ZEE5 with her series Mithya. So let's go talk to her.
There we go, proof. That's fried food, and there's fried garlic, and it's turning cakes so love it.
Hi Avantika.
Hi, lovely to meet you.
Same here, and as I just told you behind camera that you know what, your pink is popping out.
And your fluorescent green.
So I think we were just made to kind of twin.
Yes, very much so.
Well, talking about this, of course, now you are debuting and everything, and there's so much buzz about Avantika debuting in the industry and all of that. So tell me firstly, how does it feel?
Honestly, it feels a little unreal. Even you saying that right now, that there's a whole buzz about me, feels a little unreal. I'm just excited that our labor of love is going to be out. I'm excited and hope audiences enjoy watching it as much as we have enjoyed making it. And I'm ready and I'm raring to go.
Tell me something, our show is called Catch Up with Stars, so now you're a star. Of course.
I wouldn't call myself that.
But tell me something, I'm sure that now when you would be going out,
Sure.
people would be recognizing you that, oh, she's an actress, she's there. So how does it feel now? Have things changed for you?
Honestly, not so much yet. I think it's still going to take a little time. But there was actually a sweet incident that happened while we were shooting in Darjeeling. My mom had come to visit me on set. And I'd taken her around St. Paul's just to show her our location and how beautiful it was. And there were these teenagers who kind of came up to us and they were like, oh, we want a picture. So my usual movement in that is to sort of go like, of course you do, and move out of the frame so that they can take that picture with my mom. But they turned around and said, no, we want one with you. And I was just like, okay. That was a little bit of an unreal moment. And mom had a smile that was year to year on her face because she was so excited that she could, witness that and see that being on my set for the first time.
Your mom, of course, she's a superstar and everybody knows about her. So are there any kind of tips that she's shared with you and you are like, okay, this is something that I'm going to take with me and maybe follow it?
I think, see, the thing is, the world knows her as the superstar, but for me, she's mama. And as any other mama, it's going to be like, eat your vegetables, go to sleep on time, make sure you're never late, don't make anyone upset and angry, be focused about your work. So it's everything that any mother would tell their child. That's the same thing that I've gotten to hear from her. And every time I would complain about कि सर दर्द हो रहा है, रात को सोई नहीं ना, बस यही. Same, it's the same I get at home as anyone else does.
Right. And coming to Abhimanyu, of course, because siblings mein kitna hota hai, you keep pulling each other's leg and you're like, okay, maybe he's giving you tips as well. So how was his reaction and what was it like? Did he tell you that this is how you should take things, or because he's experienced now?
Of course. No, I think the idea is essentially what he told me was have fun, have a lot of fun, because your first experience is going to be your first and nothing will be like that one. So that's something that he told me, and also knowing how self-critical I am and how much I would take the pressure on myself. So I think he just wanted me to remember to enjoy myself over everything else. And पानी तो पीते रहना चाहिए.
So how's your rapport with your brother? Like, do you guys, what's your coffee table discussion like? Like if you
Coffee
just have
table
it.
discussion.
Or whatever, if you drink coffee or you don't.
Oh God, he is the annoying older sibling. At home, he is, for the longest time growing up, he has been my third parent. It was this constant joke about how whenever my friends wanted to get permission for anything, it was easier for them to convince my parents than to convince him.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it was this whole idea that he would keep saying, I've been exactly where you are just a couple of years ago. So I know what's happening. I know what the whole scene is. You know, don't try and. I know mom and dad, you can tell these stories and get away with. ये सब मेरे साथ नहीं चलने वाला. So he's been that. And I think over the last couple of years, things have flipped a little bit because, you know, girls start maturing and that's what happened. And then I have to keep reminding him that you're the older brother, not me.
So he's the possessive kind. We say that, you know, because of course you come from a family, you come from a background where you knew people in the industry, or maybe in a party you would go and you would meet 10 people and be like, hey, you know, of course they know you already. You don't really have to introduce yourself. In terms of getting an access, you already have that in some way. But tell me how, I want to know from you, what's your struggle of, you know, getting that one part or getting that one audition, cracking that? Because I remember talking to one star kid and she told me that, you know, it's not easy at all. Like, we really have to grind and get that audition, give it again and again and again to get that role.
100%. First of all, what are these parties? Because I've not been invited to any of them. And also curfew, yaar. Mom and dad wouldn't let me go to that. So no, that hasn't been the case. And I go and introduce myself to anybody, whether it was 3 years, 4 years ago, or even today. No, it doesn't come like that everyone sort of just knows who you are. That doesn't happen. Also, it's been a process in its own. Yes, of course, my brother and my mother have done, you know, great work and they're respected and loved in this industry. So somebody meeting me would be like, you know, we're so excited because we've known them and we love the work that they do. So we'd hope we'd get to see the same out of you. So there's definitely that sense of access to an extent, but also the world is so different from when my mom was working here, right? So it's not the same at all. It's also a lot of new people who don't have that relation or connect or things like that. So it's pretty much me learning and experiencing everything for the first time. But yes, of course, there is the excitement or, you know, the respect that they have for both my mother and my brother. And I get that, but I'll get a cup of tea. You know, I won't get a movie because of that. No one's going to sign you because I'm Bhagyashree's daughter or I'm Abhimanyu's sister tomorrow. If I don't fit the character, or if I don't, if a producer doesn't think I'm marketable, I'm not going to get the role. It's simple as that. There's so much talent out there. There's so much great work being produced. Why is anyone going to put all their money on me if they don't think I'm worth it? You know, and I've been auditioning for a long time now. So it has been a process. I've been doing workshops. I've been doing all your skill building process. So you don't get to escape that. And honestly, I wouldn't want to.
Now I have a very quick, fun question for you.
Okay.
So if Maine Pyaar Kiya gets remade.
Oh God. Oh God. See, honestly, even before we go down that road, I personally think some things are so well done. They are classics. They shouldn't be touched. You know, I really think so, that some things no one can do the magic that Mom and Salman sir did. I really don't think so. I think, you know, Suman and Prem, that connection, and Surat sir's amazing direction, obviously. That time, that era, everything about it worked so well. And we'll have new stories to tell.
But tell me something. I want to cut you right there.
Okay, let's get there.
Okay, now tell me something. If Maine Pyaar Kiya has to be remade, in 2022, let's take a hypothetical situation, and you know, the director decides that either I take you, which is Avantika, or I take Abhimanyu for Salman's role. So how would you take that?
Why am I being put in this spot?
I'm gonna ask this
Why am I?
Abhimanyu. Are you gonna let it be and let Abhimanyu do the part?
I think let's do that. Let's let him decide. Bade bhaiya na, bade bhaiya.
Such a good sister, must say that. I have this segment where I'm going to play this fun game with you. I have pulled out some pictures from your Instagram handle, and you have to tell me what you were thinking when those pictures were being clicked, or you can recaption them.
Okay. This is fun. This is fun. I've never played something like this, so I'm excited.
Okay. Now here's the first picture.
Okay. I was like, hush. First days of promotion done.
Did you want to like get over it, or you were like,
No, I was, this was actually, I was really excited because obviously it was my first day and it went off smoothly. So I was happy. I was just relieved that there weren't any hiccups and that it just went off nicely.
okay. Now the second one.
Khana kab lagega? That's what I was thinking. I was at a friend's wedding and I was very, very hungry. This is the reason we go to weddings.
High five on that. Okay, I love this picture.
Oh,
This is such
so
innocence in her face, and she's just sitting and chilling.
This was actually when we were shooting in Darjeeling. So this was actually BTS from Mithya. And this was also a day where I was less like, are we done with the day? Can we go back home now?
Okay. Now this one. The very posy one. And I can see your abs in that.
Yes. This was also the concept कि photo shoot खत्म हो गया है, अब खाना खा सकती हूँ.
But looking at those abs, I don't think you eat anything.
I eat so much. Me and my brother are absolute foodies. He has definitely a lot more control over himself.
Yeah.
I don't. At all. But it has been a whole process, and the idea is that, you know, right before a photo shoot you cannot eat. Middle of a photo shoot you have to eat pizzas. That's it. That is what the whole crew always eats in the middle of a photo shoot, and I love it. I love the Bible of that.
Okay. Now this one.
Okay, this again is BTS from Mithya, and this was actually taken. So one of the really, really important characters of our show, and I mean this very seriously, is fog. I swear to God, the amount of days that we have just sat there, you know, waiting, hoping, wishing for the fog to come or go.
So that it's Darjeeling.
It's Darjeeling and it's beautiful, and it's, you know, it's part of, you know, the Mithya world. But fog was a very, very unreliable co-actor. So we would just constantly be sitting there ki haan, ab aayega. So that is me sipping on some tea, waiting for the fog to come.
Okay. Now this one.
This was a lovely photo shoot that I did recently, and we were listening to some very old school music, and I think it was Lag Ja Gale playing, so I was just totally in the mood and just really enjoying that.
And the caption says Dile Nadan, so I can understand that.
Right.
But you look so pretty. Well, this was lovely chatting with you, Avantika.
Thank you so much. I had so much fun doing this and playing some different games for once, honestly.
Thank you so much for being on the show. Catch Up with ETimes. It's an ETimes exclusive show. And now that you're a star, we'd like to see more of you and do more of these episodes with you.
I would love that, honestly.
Thank you so much.